Hi everyone, I'm Mike Stokes with Lush Planet Design Build, and today we're going to do a tour of our latest guest house. Not quite a tiny home, 440 square feet, but a medium home. So the first thing I'd like to show you is this neat color, this decking. This is it's a redwood, it's new redwood, and the client wanted a more weathered look, so we used a treatment on it that you paint on, and it literally it's a chemical reaction that happens with the redwood. It's not actually a stain. It chemically reacts with the redwood and makes it turn this this sort of army green color, which is it's a neat look. The client, I think, eventually will want to do the whole house, but for now we just started with the deck. So the next thing I'd like to show you is this little porch roof that we designed. The client wanted something with this really super clean, simple lines that didn't have a lot of structure to it. So we just made a very simple pitch roof, the same as the pitch of the whole building, just to cover the French doors in the wintertime when the rains come. The other thing I really like about this particular house is we did a really good job finding a door, window, roofing, and gutter, and lighting fixture color that all sort of blends together with this dark brown and the redwood. I think is a really good look. The other thing I'd like to bring your attention to is the siding. So this is shiplap siding, redwood, and normally it should go horizontally, but we really like this look, the client really liked this look, and so we put it vertically, in which you sacrifice a little bit of the ability of the building to shed water, but it looks really nice. And what we did underneath there is we put in an extra drainage plane, and that's our baby in the background. She's sitting on Mama, the camera woman, and she wants a little attention right now. Hopefully she'll let me just give her a little attention, and we'll see. You want to eat? Yeah. She does? She want to eat? Yeah. Okay, so we just took a baby feeding break. Now we're back to filming. So what I was saying about the siding is that what we did was we created a drainage plane. So on all of these places where you see these nails, there's a grooved T111 siding that's facing backwards, and then there's paper underneath this, and so the water, if it does get in here, it'll drain down and out the bottom. So the bottom is open so it can drain out. So that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. Let's see what else. Let's go around and then we'll go inside. So if you come over here, so come over this way and keep going back farther. And if you look at the steps up to the deck, we really wanted to do an open style framing with very simple lines on the deck. And this was a sloped hill, and so we had to come up with we made this boxed in landing to compensate for the sloped hill, so you'd have a nice smooth spot when you stepped off and didn't have a weird angled step at the end. And I really like the way that it came out. So if you walk over this way, you'll see, again, the nice colored windows. We went with a real simple, not a whole bunch of windows. Try to accentuate the front view out of the house to the trees on the other side. Go ahead and spin around and sort of show them the view out there. Great. And then let's go ahead and continue to walk around the house. And you'll start to notice these footings here. So there's 12 footings. We went down, there are 12-inch wide footings that go down about 24 inches, and then they open up like an elephant's foot at the bottom, which gives you a lot more stability. So this house is going nowhere. It's really solid. It doesn't really need a perimeter foundation for it to be super solid like this. You just got to build your footings right. This is our propane heater outlet, super simple. Air goes in here, air goes out there. Really nice little Renai unit, which I'll show you on the inside. And then if you look up, you'll see the gutters. And the gutters have debris already on them. we got the rain gutter system. I mean the leaf guard system in there. It's a little plastic leaf guard. And we decided to put the gutters all on the downspouts, all on the back side, so that it wasn't anywhere in the front where it would be sort of affecting the front view and when you come in and look at the house. And then if you come all the way around the back, sort of stand back over there, so you can kind of see most of the back here. So you'll see up there, that's our one vent for the bathroom. Just runs up through the bathroom and out there. Simple vent, bathroom vent. Keeps it simple having it on the wall. And then this is our on-demand Tagagi heater, which we got from Supply, I think it's called supplyhouse.com, about $300 or $400 cheaper than everywhere else. I think we got it for about $500. The other thing that's really important about when you put the on-demand heaters in is that you install these purge valves, so that about once a year you want to run straight white vinegar with a little sump pump through the system to flush out all the calcium builds up. The vinegar will dissolve the calcium, and it works really well. So coming along, we just have a simple sub-panel system. 5 20-amp breakers. It's a 100-amp sub-panel. And those run off of that main panel over there, which just is sort of a janky old main panel, which was here when we started the build. So pretty simple setup. And then let's walk around to the other side of the house. Let's look at the building from up at this angle here. So you can see that on the top, it looks like there's a gap underneath that rim, the ridge cap, and that's a venting system. So when we framed it on the inside, we left a 1/2-inch gap, and that all of the hot air will go up. Any moisture too will go up and vent out through that metal roof. This is a metal sails, dark brown, vertical standing seam roof, 18-inch wide panels, and I really like the system. The corners are, if you look over there, you see the corners. Those are the only thing I don't really like about them. They're a little ugly, but the whole system itself is a really good system. And you can see we didn't talk about it on the other side, but there's our fireplace chimney just poking up over the top there. It has, we did it. The biggest problem with metal roofs are the penetrations. So we put not only a silicone boot on top of that, we also put a metal flange. So we booted it twice so that it wouldn't leak. Well, cross your fingers, it'll never leak. So let's go ahead and walk all the way around to the front, and then we'll go inside. And the baby's looking at me right now, making me smile. Hi. Baby on the camera woman. So come on in. So these are nice Milgard French doors, and they both open up. Got to release the locking mechanism. So you get a nice open space in which, if you just do a little spin around, you can see out into the beautiful view out in front. And now I'm going to go turn on a few of our dimmer lights. So we put in dimming cans on the ceiling, it's can lights. So the most important thing about can lights is that you seal them up real nice. So we sealed them real tight so no air could get through there. And then we also got some dimmable sconces which we installed on the wall. Nice low incandescent light. And then here's just the inside of these Milgard windows, that nice brown color. One over there, and then another one directly behind you. And then over here, this is our the Renai sort of backup propane heater in case they don't want to light a fire. Really nice unit. It was very reliable, fairly easy to install. Now let's talk about two things at once over here. So if you look at this, you'll see this, again, the same sort of green color. So what we did was we took a construction grade redwood, which we can get at our local mill here, and gave it this same sort of patina, this treatment that they have, and so made our inside and our outside connect with these same color bases. So we built this mantle here for the little fireplace and used this little paver, not paver's not the right word, but these cobble pebbles, which I think is a really nice look. It worked out really good. We used some old corrugated tin that we had laying around the property to make our heat shield, and in this case it was a little bit extra. We didn't need too much of a heat shield because our tolerances were pretty good. And then we left a little gap down here so that the air can go in, the hot air can go in and convect up. So it'll serve two functions. It'll keep it cool, and then it'll also naturally create a little bit of a convection loop which will circulate the hot air into the room better. And then we also installed built-in speakers into the wall, which is a really nice function. It was super easy, just a little bit of pre-planning. So we put in the wall wires, and then we put in the wall speaker wires. Our neighbor, he built just an old rustic barn door, which we got on this nice little hanger setup for the bedroom. Which I'll put links in the show notes for where you can get all the various items that I'm talking about. I think that's it for the living room. So let's head on into the bedroom. So again, a nice dimmer light here in the bedroom, just real simple. We wanted to keep it real simple, clean lines. Let's backtrack. Let's just go straight back, and you'll see up here, if you back a little bit farther out into the middle of the room, you'll see that there's a simple built-in little hatch. We tried to keep it as absolute big as possible because the client wanted to use that for storage up there. We thought about making it into a loft, but for budget reasons, it's just a little cheaper to close it in and use it as storage space because they didn't really need a loft. So in here, with our loft space up here, actually the whole room, a lot of times people will just insulate on this flat roof here, but we decided to insulate all the way up through the lofted ceiling so that whole space up there is insulated. It makes it a little bit easier to keep the place warm when in the wintertime. Okay, that's a cantilevering window there. And now let's take a look at the bathroom. So if you come on in here, I'll just stand in the shower for a second. I actually didn't think I was going to like these wood tiles because I tend to like things that are not trying to be something else. It's a Scandinavian minimalist idea in style, but it's really a beautiful look, and it's so not wood that I think it actually works. Doesn't really look like wood. It's tile wood. And then another feature which I really like in this is the simple concrete floor for the shower. Instead of doing a fancy or a pre-built, we just put in the concrete, which gives it a real nice rustic look, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. I also like the color scheme of the browns and the way it really matched into our oiled bronze fixtures. And then this is a neat little detail here. We got these little metal strips right here that again are that same brown color and keep these edges really clean so they're not going to get broken when somebody walks in and out. And then a really small, simple, I like this idea of having a really small window here. Keeps it really clean, and it just gives it a real kind of a zen rustic look. If you look at this sheetrock pattern here, this goes throughout the whole house, and you see it's got these little bit of divots and stuff. My guy who I use for sheetrock, he calls this the old world smooth, And it's a great look, and it's actually one of the less expensive finishes that we can get. So, and then I don't know if you've already panned to show just the vanity. We tried to do a hanging vanity with a nice rustic mirror, and then just your standard American Standard toilet. All right, and then let's go back outside. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can contact us through the website lushplanet.net. If you like these videos and want to see more of the things that we've made, please press the subscribe button here, or you can actually visit the website by pressing the button here on the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.